Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on a beautiful Friday, January 7th, here along with Brian Turner. This is our weekly Take the Points edition, and welcome.
If you're calling this beautiful, you haven't been outside much lately.
Welcome to 2022. Well, no, actually, I think Thursday snowing all day. Well, all right, we'll go ahead and admit it.
Actually, because we're way early this week.
We are shooting very early this week. There might be a few things occur here between today and Friday that we don't know about. We're shooting this Tuesday. Yeah.
We were going to have to discuss that when talking NFL anyway. So
yeah, there's going to be a few changes probably between now and Friday morning.
Preface some picks here.
Well, yeah. So yeah, we'll all of our NFL picks. We'll say you might want to wait till it gets closer because there's a story right now about the Detroit Green Bay pick that is already going through the air and it's gone. Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it later. This is Friday, January 7th. I appreciate you tuning in. What is going on in and around your area today? Well, a lot of it has to do, of course, with the Riley family. Deputy Riley tragically killed down in Wayne County. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But I'll start with up in the Flora, at the Flora Elks Lodge on Friday night. Tonight, they're going to have a pulled pork dinner. It'll be with sides as well as dessert. Serving starts at 6 p.m. This is at the Flora Elks Lodge at 120 Main Street here in Flora. And the way things have gone around the area over the past few days, we would be tremendously remiss not to discuss all the events coming up and having concluding and continuing with the Deputy Sean Riley with the benefit fund and such things. I'm going to tell you, first of all, I'm going to mention, in case you hadn't seen the Wayne County Sheriff's Office statement, it was terrifically well put and very informative. I'm just going to go ahead and give that to you. The outpouring of love from their community and even nationwide has been absolutely astounding. We here cannot possibly thank each of you enough for your kind words of sympathy and encouragement, donations of food for all the officers helping cover the county, generosity in giving, and the love that you've shown the family here in Wayne County. For all those who've been asking, there has been a benefit account set up in honor of Deputy Riley and his family. The account is maintained by Trust Bank, 401 Park Street in Sisney. Now that's 62823. Phone number is 618-673-2165. Again, Trust Bank, 401 Park Street, Sisney, Illinois, 62823. Phone number 618-673-2165. You just need to contact them and let them know if you're wanting to donate to the Deputy Sean Riley Benefit Fund. Thanks again for all your kindness, and there have been a huge outpouring nationwide, not just around here, but nationwide. A couple of things going on today and tomorrow regarding the benefits for Deputy Riley. Friends of the Edwards County, in support of the Riley family, will be holding a benefit pork chop and pork burger drive-through event today, starting at 3 p.m. in the Pagoda there in Albion. All items have been donated, and all proceeds will be donated to the Sean Riley family. Mark your calendars for some great food while also helping the Riley family. And I was going to mention one other one. This is a huge one up in Sisney on Saturday. The Bedford Township Fire Department having a benefit dinner for Deputy Sean Riley's family from 11 a.m. until the end. It's at 303 Railroad Street in Sisney. I know that is kind of the HQ of a lot of things going on. You have probably seen more and more outpouring and stuff than I have, haven't you?
Yeah, and it's been, like I said, just outside of this community. You've seen people from all over Southern Illinois. Was at the procession today, and there was 400, law enforcement vehicles and that. And one of the things you were doing as they rolled by was you could see which counties they were from and all that.
Right?
And it was from all over the place. It's a tragic thing. I will say, small towns rally when stuff like this happens better than big towns do, and you've seen that this week.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I'm sure the families. Thank you all. I know some of the family members. I'm friends with some of the family members, and they are certainly appreciative. So keep doing what you're doing, folks. It is tremendously appreciated.
There's plenty of ways to help. You can find one.
That's exactly right. Plenty of ways. You don't have to give money. There are ways to help out in other fashions. There are all kinds of different ways going on. There are so many businesses donating proceeds for the day and that kind of thing. But I'll have some more of those as the week wears on. If you're watching the show before now. You want to talk screwed up time frame?
Yeah.
How about this? What is this is Happy National Bubble Bath Day
Tomorrow.
on January 8th.
Which is 3-4 days from now.
All right. So what happened here? Well, you're saying, Bruce, what happened? What are you doing? You're on the wrong date. Well, I could tell you that I looked at the dates, January 7th versus January 8th, and January 7th doesn't have much, and that's true.
Two things. That's a true statement.
That is an entirely true statement.
I'm pretty sure I also know what you did there.
You know exactly. I thought I got my dates messed up. I thought we were shooting this for the 8th, and instead of for the 7th.
Well, we normally record it on Wednesday, and we're recording on Tuesday this week, so you just did the math.
I did the math entirely wrong. I did. Well, I went. I'm 5 days away.
This is why you're not one of them fancy bankers anymore.
I used to be a banker. They really did not. They really kind of frowned on me trying to do math in my head at the bank. It was. They weren't all that happy about it. All right, wait, ladies and gentlemen, this is Saturday is National Bubble Bath Day. On a cold winter's day, relaxing in a nice warm bubble bath sounds like the perfect way to commemorate National Bubble Bath Day, right? Children find bubble baths fun, enjoy playing with the bubbles, which entice them to take their baths. Some bubble baths, foaming bath serves a dual purpose. It can also be used to wash skin. And bath foam preps may be found in a liquid, gel, or solids, or in the forms of powders, grains, or tablets. Of course, Mr. Bubble is the #1 brand of bath products in the United States, or bubble bath products, and in 2011 celebrated its 50th birthday. Mr. Bubble in 1961, Mr. Harold Schaefer and the Gold Seal Company of North Dakota founded Mr. Bubble. Gold Seal manufactured and distributed them until 1986 when they were sold. Over time, Mr. Bubble bubble bath products have been reformulated. There are tear-free, dermatologist-tested, hypoallergenic, and pediatrician tested. I've got some frequently asked questions about bubble baths. I'm asking you. Don't look at me.
Okay.
You're on.
I thought you had them up.
No. Should I add bubble bath? This is a good question, actually. Should you add bubble bath to the tub before or after adding water?
While you're adding water.
That's exactly right. For maximum bubble factor, add the bubble bath after there are a few inches of water in the tub, but before you finish filling it.
So, do I get a gold star here?
I don't know. I'll buy a soda on the way home, something like that. Do bath bombs create bubbles?
Yes.
Bath bombs create more of a temporary fizz.
Yeah. I was getting ready to say they fizz.
They fizz. Oils and aromatics to your bath. The bubbles it creates do not last long. However, you can use both a bath bomb and bubble bath for a more luxurious experience. There you go. And does bubble bath come only in liquid form? No, of course not.
You're
like 3 for 3. Very impressive.
Here's an infrequently asked question.
Which one?
When's the last time you took a bubble bath?
I'm trying to remember the last time I took a bath.
I'm 255 pounds.
Yeah.
You're 3 or 4 pounds heavier than that.
A little change.
Bubble baths just aren't for us.
They're not for big dudes.
Yeah.
Although my loving sister and sister-in-law and brother-in-law recently got the biggest bathtub I've ever seen. It's just I can't wait to look at it and then not take a bath.
You're not going to go to someone else's house and take a bath.
What else is going on today? Well, on Saturday, it's National Argyle Day. Do you wear Argyle frequently? No.
Nope.
If you want to stand out from the crowd, maybe today's the opportunity. National Argyle celebrates an Argyle pattern derived from the tartan of Clan Campbell of Argyll in western Scotland. The Scottish Highlanders have worn the design in kilts and plaids, patterned socks since the 17th century. Each year it is recognized and honored on this day.
I did look at an Argyle sweater this week, actually.
Did you really?
And I think I saw it on your screen earlier.
Oh, really? I always say I'm going to show that one. There we go. Did you bought one for the dog?
I was looking at them.
You see, I thought that looked a lot like your dog, except that's kind of a Chihuahua.
That's a little rat terrier thing.
Yeah, he's a little smaller than Cosmo, isn't he? Yeah.
No, I was looking for dog sweaters this week because Cosmo was shivering on one of his walks. So
oh, really?
I was looking for like a Captain America one, but yeah, an Argyle dog sweater popped up in my search. Yeah, I'm trying to find a Captain America dog sweater.
Did you find one?
Nothing that I liked yet. I mean, I need to check Etsy.
Well, it's early. I mean, the winter's going to last a long time. Can anyone wear Argyle? Yes. Is the word Argyle the name of a place? I just read you that. And what's the Argyle diamond? Apparently there's a diamond mine. I don't know, Argyle diamond mine in Australia. But my favorite of the day, ladies and gentlemen, of Saturday, the 8th, National English Toffee Day, celebrates the favored confection that's been enjoyed across the country for generations. This sweet treat comes with some confusion concerning the difference between English toffee and plain toffee. Despite the confusion, it's an enjoyable confection no matter how you crack it. Some say English toffee is harder than American versions. Others say it's the other way around. I don't know. There is one significant difference between British toffee and English toffee, or American toffee. The British make toffee with only brown sugar, not white, and while they do typically not add nuts, they will add a layer of chocolate. So there you go. English, I love good English toffee. That's
couldn't tell you the last time I had toffee.
Are you kidding me? Man, whenever I see a box of chocolates, the mixed chocolates, toffee's the number one. Toffee's the first
we just
one
got one of the 30-piece Russell Stover ones for Christmas.
Yeah.
That was the first thing Sarah ate, and I was fine by it.
You're the weirdest person alive. You know that.
I'm in the running.
I am just astonished that you're not.
I have been made aware of this many times.
All right, what's on television, ladies and gentlemen? High school basketball. Tonight at 6:15, it's the Sisney Running Lions at the South Central Cougars. That'll be right here on this channel, Channel 100. JV at 6:15, like I say. NCAA basketball, Marquette is at Georgetown. That's on Fox Sports 1, Channel 610. And then number 20, did you realize Colorado State was the number 20
undefeated
team in the country? How about that? 9:30 versus at Boise State. That'll be on Fox Sports 1, Channel 610.
Yeah, Colorado State's going to probably be looking for a new coach soon.
I suspect that. Who's coach?
They got a new guy. It's in year 2 or 3, and he's done well enough that it's one of those he probably won't stay at Colorado State.
That happens. Doubleheader NBA basketball on ESPN. The Bucks at the Nets at 6:30, followed by Hawks at Lakers, and also the Wizards are at the Bulls on Channel 643. And finally, NHL hockey. The Blues in action tonight, 7 p.m. Washington Capitals at St. Louis. That is Brian. I'm Bruce. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll be back right after this. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. Joining alongside is Brian Turner. You can find him online at iamweeze.com. And you've not quite finished your year-end stuff. How's that work?
Still working on the music one. That's the one you're waiting on, isn't it? I'm at 107 albums for the year.
What? Okay, how many you got to go?
5 or 6.
To this, can you give us like your top 5 or top 10 or maybe 1 or 2 albums?
It's a lot of Appalachian stuff this year. Cole
Really?
Chaney, Drayton Farley, Morgan Wade's not that, but she's up there. I kind of went. I've been a red dirt guy for several years now.
Yeah.
I kind of went East Coast a little bit this year.
Well, how about that?
We call it the Tyler Childers effect.
The Tyler Childers effect. Well, that's the thing. I'll listen to Tyler Childers, and it takes me about one song before I get sick of his voice. I say, okay, I'm done with this for a while.
I'm about to pull an Antonio Brown.
Just don't leave the shirt on. Just leave.
I wouldn't do that to the world. Me and spandex on YouTube a couple weeks ago was bad enough.
We might get to Antonio Brown here in a little bit. All right, one of the things, it's been a while since we've done this show, but one of the things that he's been doing and I've been doing, well, I haven't been doing, I'm lying there, but you've been watching a lot of basketball. Tell me about some of the basketball.
Actually, this holiday season, I saw more girls than boys. I only made one Meals game this year, the
El Dorado.
Yeah. Between
Did
work
Heron end
and
up winning that or Massac County?
Heron did.
Heron beat Massac? Yeah. Okay. The reason I ask all this is because we've got, this is kind of not quite halfway, but pretty doggone close to halfway through the basketball season. And it's kind of time you can begin to start making some judgments on teams on whether they're disappointing or something, or they're playing well. I've got the class 1A, 2A, and 3A because we don't really have many 4A schools down here. When's the last time you saw a 4A school play? It's all in Chicago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's maybe Belleville East or something be about the only 4A around. But here's 3A. The current, and these are from nestohoops.com. Guy named Britton.
Aaron does a good job.
Aaron does a nice job.
I'll take his rankings up against any of the AP or the IHSS or about any of those.
And this is his current. This is through games of January 3rd. He's got Mount Vernon in the top 20 in the Class 3A, and granted, down they're right at the bottom, but they're in it. East St. Louis, he's got them at number 5. By the way, we'll have East St. Louis and Mount Vernon at the Salem tournament here in about a week or so. And Lincoln, I did not realize had that good a squad.
12-1.
Centralia with just one loss. They took a loss in their own tournament, didn't they?
Semifinals, and then turn around and beat Mount Vernon in the third place game.
So there are a few Southern teams.
They lost to, I think it was Evanston, who was the defending champs from 2 years ago, who then went on to lose the championship to Vashon, Missouri.
Yeah, St. Louis Vashon. If you know St. Louis basketball, they are
legit.
They are really, really good. Always really, really good. That's the 3A. Then you move to 2A, and it's mainly those Chicago teams that really haven't played a ton yet. They don't.
Yeah, they always start their season a little later.
They start a little bit later, but Nashville remains in the top 10. Nashville
Hornets are the outlier at the top there.
Yeah. Pinckneyville beat Murfreesboro to win their holiday tournament. So that's why you see Pinckneyville with 2 losses and Murfreesboro with just 1. That Mount Carmel, is that Mount Carmel or is that Chicago Mount Carmel?
That's Mount Carmel.
That's Mount Carmel.
Yeah, they're 12-3 now.
Wow, that's pretty solid. We'll have Breeze Central against Teutopolis here. Is it Breeze Central or Breeze Monterey? I can't remember. Then T-Town plays St. Joe Ogden. We've seen Columbia play Salem. There are a lot of really good teams in that, but nobody really in the Deep South. As I recall, when you get down to 25, that's when you had the first Deep South team, and you can't get much deeper than
You're not counting Nashville?
Metropolis Deep South.
Oh, okay.
Nashville's probably 100 miles north of Metropolis.
Well, if you get north of here an hour, then Nashville's deep south to those people.
Nashville's probably deep south to people in
Nashville.
Breeze. We're crying out loud. But there's
we're a long state.
We are. It is.
This has been argued for decades. Where's Central? Where's Southern?
Yeah. That's true. And then you get into class 1A. I was really kind of surprised at how the South wasn't really all that terrifically well. Steelville's a Southern team. Of course, Madison's a Southern team. And
Christopher's up there.
Christopher's higher than I expected. I did not expect them. Cesar Valier, Fairfield has defeated. Effingham St. Anthony, they're in there with 8 losses, just like Yorkville is with 8 losses at number 1. But boy, the teams that they play are.
Yeah, that Cesar game, Fairfield should have had them beat pretty easy. Had an 8-point lead with 40 seconds to go. Wound up going overtime.
Oof. And then you've got another one from the NTC down there in the bottom. Windsor Stewstrass is creeping in to Nestos.
And the official tell me, of course, I mean, officials tend to work a certain area, but told me that Windsor was the best team he'd seen yet so far this year.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm not. They're athletic. They're athletic. You when you watch them play baseball, you just know how athletic those guys are. Anybody surprise you so far in high school basketball? Have you seen any team from Southern Illinois you think that might be able to get to Peoria or Champaign this year? And win?
Champaign, no. Hamco's still having a good year. For teams that we didn't see on that list. They throttled the Mules pretty good. Of course, El Dorado did the other night too, but I think that's more about the Mules, how the Mules played, than it was El Dorado.
El Dorado was. I think Fairfield was a little tired. 4
games in 2 days, or 3 days. We'll get to you, but both teams were also doing that. It was a bad game. Mules are 10-5 now, I believe.
But no,
girls had a good week. They won the Mary Mule for the 3rd time in a row. They're still at 1 loss on the year.
Flora had T-Town's having a good year continuing in girls basketball. Flora went up there and just got throttled on Monday night. So, I mean, it's just...
Lady Mules Saturday got a test. They're at the Breeze Central shootout, and they get Oakville.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so who's a pretty good team.
That's a pretty good squad. Speaking of more local teams, Flora. By the way, we'll like you heard me say, we'll have Sisney and South Central Friday night. We've got Sisney hosting Sandoval on Wednesday night, so just to keep that in mind as they've adjusted a little bit. Flora went to Vandalia, ran into a flu bug, not COVID.
Actual flu, which you're starting to see more of now again.
Well, it's that.
Flu's back.
Yeah, the flu's back. We're going to come back. We're going to talk college football right after these words. Do please stick around.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. It is time to check out the carnage, I guess.
Which, like we were just saying off air, on the show it looked bad.
On the show, we look terrible.
But this is also talking about taping on Tuesday and for games on the weekend. This is the perils of doing an entire bowl season.
We picked the
weeks out.
That's right. We picked before we picked like a week or two. No, we're not making excuses.
We are. I'm making excuses.
That sounds exactly like we're making excuses.
We picked games that wound up getting canceled. I mean,
we picked a lot of games, and we had a couple of did you have the whole number for the bowl season? It was
as a team. Actually, we were only 10-12. It wasn't that bad considering everything.
Thank you, Lucas.
Yeah.
For saving.
That's because one of us, the tall one, was 4-1.
Lucas did real well. We do appreciate Lucas's contributions to the group. But that's the thing.
And if you remember last time I did the show, that bowl show, and I said I took all those early bowl games partly for that.
Yeah.
And partly because you didn't know opt-outs and all that, and you have less opt-outs from UTEP than in Fresno. That I was awful on those. Once Christmas hit, we got into the Power 5 schools. I got on a roll.
He and I are doing with our good friend Billy Withrow. We are doing a separate picks every game, picking every game against the spread.
First pick on every bowl game.
I'm at 500. 500. That's not bad. ATS.
You're at 500. Well, almost. And 100. A distant third out of 3.
And a distant third from Billy Withrow, who's doing very well.
21-15.
And you are 10 games over 500.
22-12.
Unbelievable. We're all saying that to say this. There's one more game to go. that we're talking about. I mean,
Right. Yeah, we're going to ignore the Kansas State LSU game.
Ignore Kansas
tonight. But.
Yeah, and we're also ignoring North Dakota State. Montana, isn't it? San Diego, South Dakota. Sorry, but Georgia plays Alabama on.
No, that can't be right. They just played them a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's got to be a misprint.
Yeah,
right?
something's wrong there.
And I got to tell you, it's after they did just play a couple of weeks ago. What did we learn? What did you learn, Lawrence? That's for Volunteers, my favorite movie. What'd you learn?
Alabama's offensive line is actually playing pretty well now. You saw it in the bowl game against
Cincinnati.
They ran all over the place.
They did it. And Cincinnati is a good team.
Cincinnati's a good, and they're known for their defense more than, Ritter gets the headlines, but for the last 2 years, Cincinnati has built that program on their defense.
Made them look bad.
And Bama ran for almost 400 yards.
Yeah.
Robinson had
250 in the first half or something.
Yeah, I think Robinson had 198 himself, something like that.
Yeah.
And he's the Alabama running back this year because he's the one that stuck around because all the other guys were the NFL prospects. He was kind of the leftover guy who's been there 5th or 6th year now.
Yeah.
Which you don't see from Alabama running backs.
No, that just doesn't happen.
And they just ran all over them.
Ran all over Cincinnati. They were very impressive. And then
in the nightcap, Georgia was even more impressive.
Georgia looked even better. Looked like
against a better team.
It looked like the Georgia that you saw all season long. They were so good all year.
It looked like the Georgia we saw the entire year except for one game.
Except for the Alabama game.
Which makes you want, now you got to ask yourself, was that a bad game for Georgia or just a bad matchup? That's how you handicap this championship game now. Was it a bad night or was it a bad matchup? That's what you have to ask yourself.
So in doing the handicapping of the championship game.
Because Alabama won that by 2 scores?
Yeah.
As a 6-point underdog.
Right.
And I remember you could see this coming down the road after that game. You knew these two were going to both get in. And the question was asked that night. I remember seeing it on Twitter, what would you make the line? And it was one of the pro bettors I follow, and he put everyone who says Alabama will be the favorite is why Vegas is Vegas.
Okay.
Cool. So we turn around, we see opens up 2.5. Georgia's still favored, despite losing by 2 scores to them 3 weeks ago.
It's 3 on mine now, by the way.
It's been back. What you're seeing is 2.5. The sharps are betting. And then at 3, the public is filing in all together.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go back and forth 2.5 to 3. I don't think it goes 2 or 3.5. It's gonna be 2.5, 3. I think for the next week.
We've split our 4 people. Tell us what the other boys have.
Well, there's 2 of us on Georgia and 2 of us on Alabama. Jamie is correct. He has Georgia -3. I took Georgia -2.5 because I can get that number. And then the other 2, they took Alabama +3.
Where did you find Georgia -2.5?
Bet Rivers, and I actually screenshot it because I knew this was going to happen.
I just never saw it get there.
Yeah,
because I've been looking every day. I hadn't seen it.
It's been bouncing back. As soon as it goes 2.5, everyone jumps on Georgia. All the sharps do.
So Lucas goes Alabama, and I go Alabama.
Yeah,
and I can explain the thought process. I haven't.
We just saw it.
I haven't talked to Lucas about this, but he and I both were all over Georgia in that SEC championship game. We thought Georgia was going to win by 20, 15, 20 points.
And I remember I took Bama in that game.
Yeah, I know you did. I know you did. And he and I both took Georgia, and we both learned. So what brings me back to the point. What have you learned? I have learned. I'm not betting against Saban.
I say this. When are you ever going to get Saban getting points?
Saban getting points with a better quarterback. I got Saban,
and with a Heisman quarterback,
and a Heisman winning quarterback. With the receivers, whenever they, I thought that's the reason. One of the reasons also that I bet on Cincinnati. I thought Mechie being gone from Alabama was going to hurt him a lot more. Oh no. They're okay at wide receiver.
Yeah. Although I still like that Alabama's best wide receiver was a guy who transferred to Ohio State because he couldn't get on the field at Ohio State. That's how good the Buckeye receiving core is.
Well, you saw the Buckeyes in the Rose Bowl. They were missing their two best receivers, and they had a guy get 270 yards or whatever it was.
That's probably the most fun bowl game to watch.
That was great.
The Rose Bowl.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you get a chance to watch it on if you get an hour or two to sit down and watch the Rose Bowl, do it. Do it if you haven't seen it. It's a lot of fun. All right, so there you have it. A bowl. It's Tuesday night. I'm going to be watching it. Well, those things last all night long, so I'll get done with my game and I'll be there. So it'll be fun. Good luck to you, and we hope you do well. NFL. So we might talk a little bit of playoff stuff when you return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back after this. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. How many more weeks do we have of the NFL season?
One regular season. This is a first for us here on Take the Points, by the way.
What's that?
Discussing Week 18 of the NFL.
Week 18 of the NFL season. I am looking forward to it. It's some of the fun things from Week 18. You have some records potential. T.J. Watt can
Watt with the sack, Cup with the receiving yards, all in play. Now, who do you consider the sack leader here?
Watt.
No, I meant the career record holder. I had this discussion on a podcast today. They still claim it's Gastineau.
Over why? Because of
the Brett Favre gift sack.
Oh, good grief!
Someone was still bitter. Might have been a Giants fan.
Or Jets.
Or Jets, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, might have been a Jets fan. Yeah, well.
Which I had actually forgotten about that.
That's the thing, though. If T.J. Watt gets it, if T.J. Watt does get it this week, he's only played 14 games anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, this will be like his 15th game of the season. So it's
and this the records that do get broken week 18, they're going to get the Roger Maris treatment for a little bit.
They're going to get asterisk.
But then down the road, no one's going to remember.
That's right. That's right. Here's the standings coming into this weekend. You can see who has already either won their division or clinched a playoff spot. We'll talk in depth about all this here in just a moment. 5
of the playoff spots are clinched.
5 of the in the AFC.
In the AFC, yes.
In the AFC. 10-6. Kansas City there has won their division.
Gave away home field this week.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. Cincinnati wins that division by defeating Kansas City. That was very impressive.
That was a fun game, too.
That was a lot of fun to watch. And
Jamar Chase is a different dude.
I like the fun part about the Jamar Chase story was the talking to Joe Burrow afterward. He says, all I got to do is I'm just throwing it up.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw it in his direction. And if he'll come down with it, I got no problem with that.
Kind of like Murray and Hopkins there a couple years ago on that Hail Mary.
Yeah, that's right.
The Hail Murray.
Yeah, that's right. Well, and Hopkins,
which
of course,
we can't say what Murray said on that one on the air, but
DeAndre Hopkins, of course, he has the biggest hands in human history or something like that, and you see pictures of it. His hand, you can see his hands amongst all those other guys. See his hands amongst everybody else. So that's fun. Here's what the NFC looks like. The Cowboys have won their division. Eagles surprised everybody getting in.
I don't know how, but the Dallas Cowboys, the most overcovered team in football, is a quiet 11-5.
Yeah, it's because they haven't had the drama. They haven't had the Dak, signing drama and all that kind of stuff. And they're the Packers and a bunch of teams that are out. Saints still have a chance. We'll talk about all that here in just a second. Here are the games for this week. Now, this is before they've adjusted a little bit for...
they moved from Saturday.
Moved a couple down to Saturday, and they moved the Chargers and Raiders out to the end of the day on Sunday. And there is what the NFL playoff bracket looks like today, prior to Week 18. This, however, may change, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a break, and we'll come back, and and the reason we're going to do this is because there are a lot of motivation that comes into who you're going to bet on, and a lot of folks just choose not to bet on Week 18 or the last week of the season.
If you're a casual bettor, sit on the sidelines here. If you're plugged in, this is an opportunity to make money.
There you go. There you go. We're going to be right back. We're going to talk about Week 18. Back in a second.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owners insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our power brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
I think he's been Cleveland's handicap. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, here along with Brian Turner. My name is Bruce Dickey. We're talking NFL football. Now, okay, this is the fun last week of the season. You always like having different scenarios on how teams can and cannot get into the playoffs, right?
Yeah, and that's what you kind of got to look at before you handicap your games. Who's motivated? Who's resting? You're trying to glean as much information from coaches as you can. You know, everyone knows the quarterbacks that are playing and all that, but you don't know some of the other guys. And
like, for instance, the Packers are in. I mentioned earlier the Packers and Lions. Packers have clinched the number one seed in the NFC, so you figure, well, they're not going to. They're going to rest everybody. Au contraire, mon frere.
And that LaFleur has said that he's going to play everyone. That might just be for half.
LaFleur says he doesn't want to give anybody 3 weeks off.
Yeah.
And it might be a half. That's the thing. You never know. The number, whenever Green Bay ended up clinching, the number went from Green Bay minus 10 down to Green Bay or Detroit. It moved 14 points or something like or 12 points. Green Bay to Detroit minus 2.5 or something like.
Yeah, they're within a field goal now. Yeah,
and then LaFleur came out and said that they're going to play, and he moved back to Green Bay plus or minus 3.5 or something. Favored by 3.5. So who knows? Nobody knows nothing when it comes to that. The Rams. Well, let me. I've got, you like charts, right?
Is this going to be how much Shanahan has dominated the Rams?
No, I don't have that chart. I don't have that chart. But you're a fan.
I'm a chart guy. We know I'm the stat nerd of the show.
You're a chart guy. Yeah. This is the chart for the Week 18 NFC seeding possibilities. You see the Green Bay is in first all the way down, and then the Rams are in second, probably about 50% of the time. Either that, but then again, Tampa can get up there. They have clinched the South. They need the Rams to lose. So if the Rams lose, Tampa, for the most part, gets up there. However, if Tampa loses, Arizona can get the number 2 seed. So there are many. And then Tampa's locked into the 3 or above. Dallas has a chance at the 2. Dallas needs a lot of things to happen.
They need a lot of things to happen.
Dallas needs a lot of things to happen. The Cardinals have clinched the playoff berth. Like I said, they could still get in the 2. They can still win that division. They need some help from San Francisco. San Francisco would have to beat the Rams, and New Orleans can still get in. That's the other thing.
Yeah, 6 of the 7 have clinched berths in the NFC.
So you have 6 of the 7 clinched. New Orleans still with a chance to get in. What New Orleans needs, they clinch playoff berth with the win over the Falcons.
And a Niner loss.
And a Niner loss to the Rams. So, yeah, very...
Unfortunately, Kyle Shanahan doesn't lose to the Niners. Or he doesn't lose to the Niners either.
Well, he won 5 in a row. The Niners have beaten the Rams 5 in a row.
My favorite scenario is how the Raiders and Chargers can both get in.
So you want to move to the AFC?
Yes.
All right, you saw that fun little chart for the NFC? Here is the chart for the AFC. No, wait a second. That's only one of them. Here's the second one. Here's the third one. Here's the fourth one. And this is not counting ties. There is a tie scenario,
which is my favorite one of the week.
Which we can get to, and we'll probably have to talk about sometime. But there are 256 different combinations in the AFC that are, who knows what's
week 18, and not a whole lot's been settled as far as where they're seated. Like I said, was it 5 of the 7 spots have been taken?
Right.
Where they're going to be is still anyone's play. 5
of the 7 spots are taken. There are, however, 11 teams in play to get in the playoffs. There are 4 teams that are out that have a chance to get in still. Right now, the Raiders, the Steelers, and the Ravens are all out. I'm sorry, 3 teams that can get in. The number 10 teams, the Raiders are at 9, Steelers at 10, the Ravens at 11. Number 10 team can't get in. The only way it could get in is it's the Dolphins. They're out because what they need to happen would it just can't happen or something. I can't remember. I didn't pay that close. So it is well.
I think that they're playing for their first winning season in a long time though. So the Dolphins might still be motivated even though they can't get in.
The Dolphins are let's see who do we have the Dolphins playing this week? They are playing the Jets or the.
Patriots.
The Dolphins against the
Patriots. And they're getting 7.
All right, there's number 1, Tennessee and KC number 2, right? Then you can look at that one. KC with a bunch of chances. Tennessee at the 2, and then Tennessee at the 1 again, and then a mixture of the 1. Cincinnati with a chance to get the number 1 spot. Can you believe that? Is that right? That's right.
We're looking at the scenario where if Tennessee's the 1 seed, they might be an underdog in their first home playoff game.
Well, they'd be playing
winner right now, which I mean
the 4, the 4 or 5 seed, if they're the 1.
They're by DVOA standards might be the worst number 1 seed of all time.
Really?
Yeah. Of the DVOA era, they've been outgained on the year. Like yards per play. They're giving up 0.2 yards per play more than they gain.
Tennessee has clinched the South. They hold the tiebreaker over the Chiefs because they're head-to-head win. Chiefs clinch the West. Bengals hold the tiebreaker over the Bills. They clinch the number 1 seed and home field advantage with a win over the Browns, plus a Chiefs loss to the Broncos, plus a Titans loss to the Texans, plus a Patriots loss to the Dolphins.
And we still haven't even discussed my favorite one.
Let's talk about your favorite one. Tell us your
all
favorite
I want out of this entire year in 2022 is the Jaguars, who have not lost to the Colts at home in several years now.
2000, either home or England, because they played them in England. It's been since 2012, I think.
Yeah.
Or 14, maybe.
Do it again, Jags. Do it again. Sorry, Jamie. But if the Jags beat the Colts, the Chargers and the Raiders can both get in with a tie. I want to see it happen where they just kneel out the entire game.
See, the Chargers
make a gentleman's agreement beforehand.
If the Colts get beat by the Jags and the Steelers win, the Steelers beat the Ravens, the last 3 teams in the wild card would all have a tie, and that's what gets the Chargers and the Raiders in.
Kneel it out. It'd be the greatest thing to happen in the NFL in years.
70 minutes of this has happened, by the way, not in the NFL. This has happened, I want to say, in like 1982 in the World Cup. There was a scenario where this is why they now play all their games at the same time.
Right.
But there was a scenario where and I can't remember who it was. It was England or somebody, or it wasn't, maybe not England, but Germany and Portugal or somebody. All they had to do to both advance, it was not advantageous to either team to win.
Right.
So they basically kicked the ball to each other across midfield.
That Colts Jags game is at noon. Raiders Chargers is that night. Let's make it happen, world. I'm putting it out there.
See, you're like it's your Oprah Winfrey in the secret or something right there. Yeah. Okay. All right, man. You're entitled. I can't. Who knows? The Jags. Hey, they kind of started waking up in the last quarter against the Patriots.
What was that, 51-10?
Yeah, 50 or something. Yeah,
that's the line that I think actually moved the most this week. That's I think it moved like 12 points.
From what? Who had it low?
It was open. No, it opened at 6. It's at 15 now, so 9 points. The look ahead line Saturday was 6.
Wow. Somebody might have wanted to bet on that one early.
Yeah.
If you're a Colts fan.
Yeah, if you were betting the Colts. You wanted to bet that last week.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, tell me who Jamie and Lucas have going this week.
Let's see. Jamie, taking a page out of my book, betting on bad football teams. He's got the Jets plus 17 against the Bills.
Oh, good grief. The Jets are just terrible. They're just dreadful right now, and they're not playing for anything. I mean, if they lose, they win, right? I mean, do they still have a chance?
Which the whole Tankapalooza, players don't take, organizations do.
Right.
So, I mean, unless they make some moves, and which I don't think they're going to, because the people they need to evaluate are already playing. So, and then he's also got he forgot about the whole Shanahan owning the Rams thing. He's got the Rams -4.
I do too, and the reason I will freely admit the reason I did that. I did not forget about the Shanahan owning the Rams. I didn't think Garoppolo's going to play, and I don't think Trey Lance was that good.
He looks overmatched.
And I just they have him running on the sides, and he's going to get planted.
We both listened to Lombardi, and he's talked all year about Shanahan did not want Trey Lance.
Yeah, he wanted Mac Jones.
Yeah. Which if you remember, they mortgaged the future to move up,
and
not knowing who's going to be there.
And that was a Lynch pick. John Lynch make that pick? Must have been.
I think.
Well, had to be.
Had to have been.
Yeah,
I mean,
had to have been.
He also has the Steelers plus 5.5, which him and Lucas both have. Lucas has it 4.5. Jamie's got it 5.5. I know it was at 4.5 at one point
versus the Ravens,
because I was looking at the Ravens -4.5 in that one. Yeah. In fact, I had it as one of my picks, but I decided not to go against both of them.
That's basically a quarterback issue, I think.
I think Lamar comes back.
Oh, you think Lamar's going to be back?
I think he'll be back.
Okay.
And I think that game could get to 7 or so if he does.
Ravens are out. Well, what do the Ravens need to have happen? They are still.
They're still alive.
They need a lot of things. They're the 11. They clinched a playoff berth with a win over the Steelers, plus the Chargers lost to the Raiders, Colts lost to the Jags, Dolphins lost to the Patriots.
Yeah. And then Jamie also has the Chargers -2.5. He forgot about the whole tie scenario. They're not covering 2.5 because it's going to be 0-0. It's happening. Lucas, Colts -15.5. Like I said, that was the biggest mover of the week. He's still on them.
You better hurry. We got to get to ours.
Steelers +4.5. Bucks -8 versus the Panthers, and Chiefs -10 against the Broncos. I'll go with mine real quick.
Go with yours.
I've also got the Bucks, but I'm playing first half -4.5. Going into Week 18, not knowing motivations, I just like the first half number. They might sit their starters the second half.
Yeah.
Browns +3.5. Case Keenum's an upgrade over Baker right now. Dolphins +7 against the pass. They always play them tough.
Will they hand the ball off to Chubb ever again?
Well, Dearness Johnson just went on the COVID list, so they're going to have to.
I don't understand.
Saints Falcons under 40.5.
Okay, I am Seahawks +6.5 at the Cardinals. I just don't think the Cardinals will have to be playing for anything. Eagles versus Cowboys. I got Eagles +7. They'll play the Cowboys close at Philly.
That game's moved a lot too.
Really?
It was 2.5, and it's up to 7 now.
And I've got, like I said, the Bengals -3.5 at the Browns, and that's just because I think the Bengals are so much more talented, even though different quarterback.
I seen the Jalen Hurts note right before we came on, so you might want to check that one. But he already took it. There was something in when I was scrolling through. I saw a Jalen Hurts update, so I didn't see what it was.
Get hit by a moving fence or something again?
That was wild.
Oh, folks, enjoy Week 18. It's your first ever. We hope you have a great time. That's Brian. I'm Bruce. Have a great weekend. See you soon.